Now, in terms of the impact that the bunker buster bombs that the B-2 stealth bombers carry, the impact that they would have, as you know, there's been a lot of discussion over whether Iran's nuclear sites, particularly Fordow, some 80 to 90 metres underground beneath a mountain, would have been entirely obliterated, to use Donald Trump's phrase. Do you believe there's any possibility it would have just done damage and not completely destroyed the site, from your knowledge of how these bombs land?
Gary, I think, as I've stated on several other programs this week, it's going to take days, weeks, months for us to fully understand the damage at Fordow and how far that program may have been set back. And so it's possible that an operation like this can be very decisively ordered, which I think it was, and it can be very well executed, which I think it was, and still not achieve the desired results. And so there's a lot of unknowns. It appears to me that the weapons performed the way they were supposed to perform, arrived on the aim points precisely, and did the damage that they or executed their part of it to play that they were supposed to. But whether it caused that damage that we were looking for, we just don't know.
Yeah, we'll need, I suppose, people on the ground, because we've already seen satellite vision yet. So to properly ascertain whether it has completely destroyed the site, you would need people on the ground, wouldn't you?
Some ways you're going to need to be able to exploit that site, probably with someone there on the ground. There may be some clandestine sources that you can use. There's probably some measures and signals intelligence and other things that will help build that complete picture. But yes, Sharri, unless you're really at the site and you can see that damage firsthand, it's hard to make a full assessment.
And just finally, when you have dropped a bomb of that size, if you have it in your professional experience, what is it like? What is the sound like? You know, do you have to get out of the area pretty quickly? What's the impact like?
Well, Sherry, in this case, you can certainly feel it on the airplane when 30,000 pounds falls off the airplane. There's going to be an effect on the flight. And certainly their practice, they understand that. But as far as other effects, you know, they're dropping them from medium altitude. And so the impact of that weapon is probably going to take about a minute for it to fall and hit the ground, and they're continuing to fly on to either their next target or to leave the target area. They're not going to really realize any of the effects, whether that's a shock wave or a flash or anything like that.
Fascinating. Mark Weatherington, really appreciate your time and insights tonight. Thanks so much.